Hey guys, my name's Doug with Infotainment.com. Today we're working on the brand new 2019 and up heavy duty Ram truck. That's the 2500 through the 5500. Today I'm going to show you guys all the different factory radio options you have for your truck. So no matter what trim level you will have different options to upgrade to a newer and nicer factory radio by Infotainment.com. So today I'm going to show you the 5 different ones that we carry here on our website. I'm going to show you how to install them, show you some of the features, and that way you guys can make an informed decision. So let's get started. This is the UAX infotainment system. This system is amazing. It's got the 12.1-inch touchscreen as well as a slew of other features. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna disassemble the dash, we're gonna remove the UAV system, and we're gonna go ahead and install the UAX. Now keep in mind, it doesn't matter which radio you have in your vehicle currently, you guys can all go to the UAX infotainment system. Such a great item that we carry here on our website. So I'm gonna go ahead and install it and then show you guys how it works. All right, so the first thing we wanna do is remove this center stack. Now there's 2 screws on the top here that's just below this liner, and then the rest of it just comes out. It's just retaining clips. So we're gonna go ahead and take the liner out and remove the 2 7mm screws. At this particular point, you can use a dash pry tool or a regular screwdriver and kind of work your way around the circumference, or you can just muscle it out where you just kind of grab a hold of it and pull it from the dash. So we'll do that now. Now we're gonna go ahead and disconnect all the connectors behind. This connector here, you're gonna press the tab on the side and pull it out. All right, now that we've removed the center stack here, I'm gonna just show you guys real quick all the different things. So these are those retaining clips that go around the circumference of the unit. We also have plugs that we unplugged. In this particular truck, we had several of them. We had our cigarette lighter plug. The white FACRA plug is your AM/FM antenna. The blue FACRA plug is for your GPS, the compass feature. The red FACRA is for your backup camera. This gray connector here, this USB connector, is for the remote USB media hub. This connector here is for your climate controls, HVAC. This lower connector here is for your lower controls. And this connector here is for those of you who have the electronic trailer brake control switch there at the bottom as well. So I just wanted to show you guys, just in this particular truck, what plugs we unplug. All right, similar to our other upgrades, guys, we're gonna go ahead and remove the lower controls, and we're gonna go ahead and remove the cigarette lighter. Okay, now we're ready to install the UAX module. Now, similar to the UAV, it does require you to put in those 4 nuts, and it comes with the 4 screws. So since those nuts, those metal nuts have already been installed, we don't have to do that right now. Also, it works just like the UAV in the sense of having a separate radio display. So you plug one end of the LVDS cable into the white port, and the other end will plug into the 12-inch display. So now we can go ahead and install the UAV radio module. We're gonna plug in all the existing connectors. Again, this vehicle did not have Sirius Satellite Radio, so we are using this adapter. We're gonna go ahead and plug that into the curry-colored FACRA port, as well as the rest of the radio connectors. Now we're ready to install our adapter harness. Again, the one with the flat bottom, we're not using that. It's the trailer brake control. It's the one with the notch on the bottom of the connector. So simply plug it into the female part of the adapter harness. And then the other part will plug into the display screen. Last but not least, we can go ahead and plug our cigarette lighter connector. Now for the UAX instrument panel, it does have a smaller lid at the top, so this one won't be used. We will include the factory lid for the UAX system, which again is just a little bit smaller, but it will fit right into the top. Okay, now we're done with the installation part of the UAX radio. Now we have to run the OBD Genie programmer to configure the vehicle's BCM for this specific upgrade. Again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna plug in our security gateway module bypass, and then we're gonna plug in our OBD Genie programmer into the OBD2 port. So we'll do that now. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you how to run the OBD Genie programmer in the 2019 and up heavy-duty Ram truck. Now, in order to run the Genie programmer to enable the option that you're looking for, you also have to install temporarily a security gateway module bypass. Now, this is just installs temporarily just to allow you to program the vehicle's body control module for the specific feature you're looking to enable. Now, the security gateway module is located behind the speedometer, so I'm gonna show you guys how to get to that. It's not as hard as it sounds. The whole process, including the programming and reassembling, takes about 15 to 20 minutes. So let's get started. You notice it gives you a little bit of room here. All we have to do now is pull on this little panel here, just enough to loosen it up a little bit. Now what we're gonna do is pull out the speedometer bezel here. So what you're gonna wanna do is on the lip of the bezel here, to put your pry tool in or a regular screwdriver, you're just gonna wanna pry down on it to release the clips. Then just pull it out. You notice it just has retaining clips. There's no screws that hold that bezel in. So on the right side of your speedometer, you're gonna have the little part that you popped out earlier. You don't have to disconnect this, just kind of set it off to the side. Same thing on the other side, just pop that off. Set it off. Now you're gonna notice two 7mm screws on this instrument or this steering column panel. So you're gonna go ahead and remove those two screws. I like to go ahead and put the column down a little bit, but basically you just pop this out. And then you'll notice 2 lower screws on the actual speedometer itself, and then 2 screws at the top. So go ahead and remove those 4. All right, now that all of our screws are out, we can simply just pull the cluster out, flip it upside down, and just temporarily disconnect it. Behind the speedometer cluster is where the security gateway module is located. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna disconnect those 2 connectors that are in the side of that module. These 2 connectors here will simply just plug into our bypass device. We can just set it back here. We can go ahead and install our cluster. We're just gonna set the cluster back in place. We're not gonna actually screw it in. We're just gonna set it back in place. Now at this particular point, now that the security gateway module bypass is installed, now we can run our OBD Genie programmer in the OBD2 port. All we have to do is put the vehicle in the run position, and then we can go ahead and plug it in. It takes about 30 seconds. You'll see a green light illuminate. And then once the green light comes on, you know you're all done. All right, what we're gonna do is go ahead and put the vehicle in the run position. And we'll go ahead and plug in our Genie programmer. You'll see a series of lights. As soon as you get the solid green light, you can go ahead and unplug it and won't be needed anymore. All right, we now have the solid green light, so we can go ahead and disconnect it. You'll also notice that your speedometer cluster and your infotainment system will reset as well. All right, guys, we went ahead and turned the truck off. Now all we have to do is just remove the bypass device, plug those 2 cables back into the security gateway module, and just reassemble everything. So as you can see, very easy to do. We've been in here for maybe 12 minutes. So what we're gonna do now is just kind of put it all back. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put this closeout panel in. You'll notice how it kind of has this lip here. You're gonna wanna stick that in and then pop it into place. The other side is the same way where the ignition switch is. All right, now when you install the speedometer bezel, you're gonna wanna clip in the bottom first and then slide the top back and it'll pop back into place. All right, guys, we went ahead and buttoned everything up after the OBD Genie programmer, and now we fired it up, and what a transformation to the truck. Now you have this large 12.1 touchscreen right here in your Ram truck. As you can see, 100% factory, 100% factory fit and finish. So what we have down here is our media icon. So our media icon is going to let us select our source, whether we're using our USB, Bluetooth streaming audio, our AM or our FM. We do get HD radio with this. You can also have the map pop up if you want, a little map in that particular section. If you want to access satellite radio, press select source and you'll be able to access that. This does have the 360L package, so it does come with all the graphics and everything like that with the XM channel. So really cool there. Controls here at the bottom. If you had heated or vented seats or a heated steering wheel, you'd be able to easily access that from here. Now the climate, again, I mentioned it in our UAV video. These 12-inch systems, the UAX and the 8.4-inch UAV, they do feature automatic temperature control. If you want to utilize automatic temperature control to its fullest extent, we do have a kit that you can install. We have a video on how to do that, which will allow you to utilize that climate feature of automatic temperature control. You kind of set it and forget it. You set it to the temperature you desire and it always stays at that temperature, so it's a real convenient feature. In the app section, you can kind of go through here and look at the different apps. Navigation, now you have a full navigation screen. It does feature pinch to zoom. Similar to our other navigation systems, you can do 2D and 3D maps. It does have 3D landmarks, and you can also see it's activated right now, the Sirius Travel Link and traffic, which will show you on the interstates and the highways if there's congestion or accident, stuff like that. So that's a pretty cool feature through SiriusXM. If you go to CarPlay, this does have built-in CarPlay. You can utilize all the different apps that are predetermined by Apple. CarPlay, or Android Auto rather, works the same way. You can utilize that to the fullest extent. So just a really, really cool upgrade here, guys. You do retain your backup camera, your steering wheel controls, all of that you retain. If you want to add a cargo camera, you can do that with this system as well. Again, it's just a great system here. As you can see, not very hard to install, but just transforms the vehicle completely, having the nice big 12-inch display in your truck. This here, guys, is the premium UAX infotainment system. All right, guys, as you can see, we went ahead and showed you all the different factory radios we have here at Infotainment.com, ranging from the small one all the way up to the 12-inch one. It doesn't matter which one you have in your truck presently, you can choose between any of those. We have people standing by that can help you make an informed decision before you purchase. All of our radios are factory 100%. They're not aftermarket, so you will retain everything. Steering wheel controls, backup camera, climate controls, everything you will retain by shopping with us. We offer a whole bunch of different options, not just factory radios, but a whole bunch of other options for the Ram truck specifically. Over 25 different factory options on our website. We have how-to DIY tutorial videos that show you how to put it in yourself. So be sure to come check us out at Infotainment.com. Thanks for watching.